The 2018 World Cup in Russia will be here before we know it, and with it being less than a year away, we all have a decent idea of which players and nations have the potential to star on the world stage. So we want to look beyond that to the World Cup in 2022 by using a FIFA simulation to give us an idea of how teams will look by that time. FIFA 18 isn't quite here yet, so this will be one of the last few times we'll be using FIFA 17. We know France is loaded with talent, so let's see how a potential squad will look like for Qatar. We're going with the default formation that FIFA 17 gives us for France, a 4-4-1-1. Starting at the top, we have some amazing youngsters that can lead the line in the form of Kylian Mbappé and Moussa Dembélé. In this save, Dembélé made the move from Celtic to Everton, and he's been banging in the goals for the Toffees with a rating of 85 at the age of 25. While Mbappé, arguably the crown jewel of a number of recent FIFA 17 wonder kids, is now an 89 overall at only the age of 23. Manchester United splashed out the cash to bring Mbappé to Old Trafford, and he's linking up with some other amazing players that definitely have a place in this France squad. Between the two, I have to go with the golden boy Mbappé as our starting striker. He could be one of the most exciting players to watch in the whole tournament. Moving down to our support/second striker, we have Antoine Griezmann. He surprisingly managed to stay put at Atletico Madrid and boasts a solid 89 rating. He's still only 31 years old by 2022 and can very much still be the talisman for this national side. I mean, Zidane could do it well into his 30s, so why not someone as talented as Griezmann? Another viable option is the dynamic Nabil Fekir, who is now a star in the Bundesliga for Schalke. He seems to peak at an 86 overall, but would no doubt be an important player. But Griezmann gets the nod here to play slightly behind Mbappé. He'll get to see more of the ball and set up the young striker, or create brilliant moments of his own. Let's shift over to the left side of the pitch where France are absolutely stacked with talent. Kingsley Coman is still at Bayern and his stats are insane. 98 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, 93 dribbling, and an 87 overall. Thomas Lemar has moved to West Ham, and now the 26-year-old's overall rating has already reached an 88. If he's not chosen for the left side, he can easily slot it on the right or play more of a central role. But the left side of the attack will have to go to Anthony Martial. Manchester United have kept hold of the promising player, and he's blossomed to an outstanding 90 overall. Plus, in this save, he's gotten some time to play with Mbappé, which can only benefit them playing together for the national team. Moving into the center of the midfield, it's another embarrassment of riches, but luckily with this formation, there are two spots to fill. We've got Pogba at a 94 overall, making him one of the world's best in this save. Morgan Sanson is still at Marseille with an 87 rating, Corentin Toliso's career at Bayern has taken off with a rating of 88, and Adrien Rabiot is now one of PSG's most important players. He's been given the captain's armband, and his 88 rating makes him one of the world's most coveted midfielders. Players like Bakayoko, Kante, and Cyprian are all above an 85 and definitely deserve a look as well. But Pogba's 94 is too high to pass up, and Rabiot will fit in nicely alongside of him, dropping back to help out in defense if Pogba roams further up, while also being able to pick out passes upfield. The right side of the attack is a little bit of an easier decision. While Lemar could easily fill this role, it really comes down to Florian Thauvin and wonder kid Ousmane Dembélé. Thauvin was actually signed by Bayern Munich, and while it seems like he's finally come into his own, his rating is an 84, which is respectable, but Ousmane Dembélé has further blossomed into one of the most exciting players in the world. This save has seen him move to Serie A giants Inter Milan, where he has taken the league by storm. He's 25 years old by 2022, with a 91 overall. His finishing is a 96, his ball control 98, and his dribbling a 99. This one is a no-brainer. Now to round out the defense. Theo Hernandez has assumed the mantle as Real Madrid's left back with a rating of 87. Rafael Varane has actually moved to Juve with an incredible 91 rating, and the center back will be the captain of this squad. While the other center back will be Aymeric Laporte, who has an impressive 88 rating at Manchester City. The right back will be 84 rated Sidibe, who has become a mainstay at Monaco. As for the keeper, Hugo Lloris will be making way for either Alphonse Areola or FIFA wonderkid Alban Lafont. Areola has actually been making a name for himself in the Premier League for Swansea with a rating of 87, and Lafont has moved to Real Madrid. He's still only 23 years old, but his overall rating is an 86. Given that Lafont is the clear number one for a team like Madrid, he gets the nod as the first choice keeper for the national team. He's been starting since he's been a teenager, so we know he's not lacking experience. So there it is, the insane squad France will be rolling with once the 2022 World Cup comes around. Go ahead and try this out with your own saves and see if your France squad for Qatar looks any different.